You know, customers have changed dramatically since 2008, since we went into the recession. Historically, if you ask customers how they define value, they've always defined it as, did I get the price I wanted that I thought was fair? Did I get the outcome I thought was appropriate, that I could trust, or a product? And was the experience one that I could remember? That's always the definition of value. Product or outcome, price, and experience. Well, those elements are still present today in 2011. However, the pie's changed. The shape of the pie is different. Today, experience is much more important in terms of you heard it from your customers. Brand are all the things that represent about relationships and partnerships and understanding. Those things are taking on a much greater impact on their definition of value. Even to the point of why customers leave. You know, a fascinating research done just this year, in March of this year. Ask organizations, why do you think customers leave? Why do you think you lose your customers? And then they ask those companies' customers why they left. Dramatic difference between the two perceptions. Organizations would say, I think customers leave because their needs change. I think customers leave because of the price. But when you ask the customer why they left, it ends up being all about the experience. And something you're going to hear me say more than once today is that whole focus on experience is important because their expectations are climbing. Expectations this year are 33% higher than they were this time last year, according to research. Your customers' expectations, you're going to hear a lot about that. When they come out of the recession, now you've got a perfect storm. And what has happened to our customers is they've become picky. Picky, they're all about value. They've become fickle. Fickle. You know, allegiance to a brand comes hard, and they'll leave you in a heartbeat. You know, the allegiance to a brand since 2009 has dropped 15 to 20%. You know, unless you have a great experience that goes with that brand. So it's not about all the image stuff. It's about, did the experience go with it? They're also vocal. They'll tell people. They'll tell their neighbors. And they're vain. And they're vain. They're all about me. I want it personalized. I want it made up for me. I want it tailor-made just for me. But here's the hard part. They are also wired. Wired. Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, says in the traditional world, an unhappy customer tells 6 people. But in the cyber world, they tell 6,000. So when your customers have a negative experience to you, and they're all connected to their village and their Facebook or whatever, huge things can happen to your brand, as David implied earlier. Let me give you an example. This is Dave Carroll. Some of you may know about Dave Carroll. Dave Carroll was flying from Halifax to Omaha, Nebraska, and had a stopover in Chicago O'Hare. While he was changing planes, he looked out of the plane and saw the baggage claim people were throwing his guitar on the tarmac. Sure enough, when he complained to a few people, nothing happened. When he got to his destination in Omaha, he opened his case, and sure enough, they'd broken his expensive Taylor guitar. So he went the usual bureaucratic route. He tried to fill out all the paperwork. Oh, no, you filled it out incorrectly. No, you filled it out at the wrong time. No, you filled it out in the wrong city. He spent 9 months. There was never any question or anybody's mind about who the culprit was. United Airlines said, we're the culprit, we did break it, but you got to fill out this form, you hadn't done this right. Then he stopped one day and he said, you know, I'm a songwriter. Why don't I write a little song and hang it on YouTube? As of yesterday, 10 million people have looked at his little song. And The Economist magazine has estimated it has cost United Airlines $180 million. Folks, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. And here's the tragic part. That happened 2 years ago, and that video is still out there, harming their brand. And I want to start here. And you're probably wondering, what in the world is a Coke machine doing in the middle of a presentation on customer service? And this is not about brand. This is not any ordinary Coke machine. This happens to be the new Coca-Cola Freestyle, the hottest thing out there. How many of you have used the Coca-Cola Freestyle vending machine? A few of you. It's coming to a theater or shopping center near you. Now, let me describe to you how this particular unique machine works. You walk up to this vending machine, and you choose whatever Coke product you'd like. A Fanta, Coke Zero, Minute Maid lemonade, whatever you'd like. Then you get to choose what flavor you would like to add. So you'd like a grape-flavored Fanta, or would you like to put a little coconut in your Minute Maid lemonade, create a kind of a pina colada? There are over 100 combinations you could create. This machine was designed by Ferrari for Coca-Cola. Now, up until now, this is sort of like a cute little machine. But here's the punchline. Every night, this particular vending machine offloads all the choices that were made that day to the R&D facility in Atlanta, enabling Coca-Cola to create a product unique to a zip code. Don't knock it if you hadn't tried it, folks. Now, here's my point. If the vending machine down the street can do this, what do you think your customers expect of you?